Hello, everyone. My name is Ed Carter. I'm a CCNP certified solutions architect with Cisco Systems. On this channel, we will discuss many topics across the IT industry. So let's work together. Come join me on Dash IT. And thanks for joining Dash IT. I'm Ed Carter, and today's topic, we're going to discuss IT security. In particular, we'll really look into access layer attacks and the things that you should do as an enterprise to be more effective at protecting yourself and your business from any type of bad actors or threats that can hinder you and your IT environment. In today's IT industry, the threat landscape continues to grow. That is why it's so important to be educated on the types of attacks and vulnerabilities that could exist in your particular environment. Let's jump into the threat landscape slide here, and we can review three of the major areas that bad actors really try to aim at to get into your company. For example, whether it's smartphones, laptops, any other unmanaged devices, this allows an attacker to maybe try to spoof that device, replicate it, or so that they can access your environment and get valid information that they can later use to harm you. Another important attack surface that we really have to point out is the physical attack surface. This is where we have like rogue employees, or you'll have someone leave their password out on their desk that leaves you vulnerable, or someone to steal very important information. And this could definitely harm the company in the long haul. So you may ask, like, what is it that enterprises are doing today to help protect themselves from this? One thing is a vulnerability assessment. You can go through a company that's been vetted, and this is what they do is where they'll scan your company, your network. They'll check for compliance. They'll review your servers and things and verify where you may have a vulnerability, because it's very important to know you want the smallest footprint that you can. The smaller the attack footprint, the less places that someone can breach. But if you have a large attack landscape, it's hard to have the right amount of visibility to see every location that you could be breached, which could have you responding pretty late to a very bad situation. One type of attack are access attacks. These attacks are very harmful. If someone's able, again, to get your password, or have a device where they can spoof your network, whether they're getting your DHCP information, this can cause a lot of harm. Sometimes bad actors may just sit there and just collect information, like within a man in the middle attack. You're just gathering information, but at that moment, they may not be ready to actually do what the main intent is, to harm the actual company. Let's jump into DHCP attacks here. DHCP server spoofing and DHCP starvation are two very harmful attacks that can hit enterprises anywhere. When this occurs, you have a one bad actor that's collecting devices, getting responses back to them quicker than the actual legitimate client. And now they have access to your DHCP replies, your DHCP information. So let's jump into the actual architecture here, and just to kind of give you a little more clarification. So you'll have a bad actor, and they'll be sending a response to your actual legitimate DHCP server. But as that broadcast come through and you'll get your response, the attacker can get the response sent to him prior, before the client actually sees it, ever gets their response, and now it's already too late because he has very valid information within your company. Now, with all of these potential attacks and things you have to worry about within your network, you may wonder, how do I protect myself from this? How do I get the visibility that I need to be able to be proactive? And I have a great answer for you. That's Cisco XDR with breach detection. I will go ahead and jump into the demo now and show you the ways that we are allowing companies to have the visibility need and be able to make the right policies to protect against breaches. And let's jump in and see how the dashboard can help us today. With the XDR Control Center, you're going to have access to a lot of amazing information. As we stated earlier, you have to worry about masquerading attacks, spoofing attacks, and there's other ways that you can be infiltrated based upon what vulnerabilities you have in your environment. So today, I really want to show you a few key concepts based upon what we've spoken about earlier. First, I would like to show you the incidents. So you'll go here, and as I stated, how do you protect your environment when what are great tools to have to give you the visibility needed? And with Cisco XDR, you actually have the detection that's needed for any type of suspicious, malicious activity. We can actually jump into here to this one, the masquerading defense evasion. This is live in the demo showing you when this occurred. It tells you the date, it gives you a summary, and also it explains which assets are affected by the actual evasion. So this is very helpful for any type of security team when you're trying to be preventive, especially in today's environment. One thing that is also useful is being able to see the architecture on where this process is taking place, where the information is going, where you're transferring the information for as the breach. And you also want to be able to detect it, have a response, and send a report, which can all be done right here on this tool. And to add more benefits, I just want to show one more thing is that you'll have the visibility of your assets through your entire infrastructure. And you'll also get a trust score attached to show you if something is should be watched closely or what you're dealing with within your environment. And again, remember there are a lot of unmanaged devices in a lot of environments, especially depending on the industry you're in. So let's continue to learn together, jump into this dashboard, and learn more about IT security. And thanks for joining me today. Thank you.